Hello, my name is Susanna Balyan,
and Anna Kachatrian.
and we will be talking about sex role reversal. What is a sex role? A sex role concept is a set of shared expectations that people hold about the characteristics suitable for individuals on the basis of their gender. The notion of these roles being shared implies that most people endorse the expected behaviors as appropriate for men and for women. We all have beliefs about what males or females do and are supposed to do. There is no direct relationship between biological sex and the various social aspects of sex roles. The term sex is used to designate biological maleness, femaleness, as opposed to the term gender role, which refers to basic notions of masculinity and femininity. Much of what we consider masculine and feminine is learned as a result of socialization experiences. What is sex role reversal? Typically in animals, females tend to invest more in caring for offspring than males, who as a result generally invest more in competing for mates through physical contests and showy displays. But in a minority of species across the animal kingdom, these traditional roles are reversed. In animals as diverse as birds, frogs, and fish, males provide nearly all of the care for the offspring and females compete for mates, becoming more highly ornamented than the male in many of these species. At first, this might seem counterintuitive because such circumstances might be those in which we expect to see greater levels of competition amongst males for the opportunity to attract a mate. But in fact, evolutionary selection does not work like that.
Sex role reversal in seahorses. In seahorses, the males become pregnant. Their mating involves the female inserting her oviduct into the male's brooding pouch. She does this several times for short intervals to avoid exhaustion. In between, the female rests while the male contorts himself to try to get the eggs in place in his brood pouch. After completion, the male moves away and attaches himself by his tail to a nearby plant. The female moves away and waits for her oviduct to recede. The oviduct usually recedes within a few hours. The eggs are fertilized and hatch in the male's pouch. The size of seahorse brood varies within seahorse species. Some species broods are as large as 200, while others are as small as 8. The males are pregnant for several weeks before giving birth to their brood. When they prepare to give birth, the pouch extends to an almost spherical shape. The male also undergoes muscular contortions, a forward and backward bend that lasts for about 10 minutes. Then an explosive action, the brood leaves the pouch. After the last young seahorse has left, the pouch returns to its normal position, which usually takes about an hour. Males are ready to remate within a few hours of giving birth. Sex role reversal in leafy sea dragon. The most unusual fact about the leafy sea dragon is that the male gets pregnant and gives birth to live young. During mating, the female lays 100 to 250 eggs onto a special brood patch on the underside of the male's tail, where they are fertilized. During each breeding season, male leafy sea dragons will hatch 2 batches of eggs. The male incubates the eggs for 4 to 6 weeks and gives birth to miniature juvenile versions of sea dragons. As soon as a baby sea dragon leaves the safety of its father's tail, it's independent and receives no further help from its parents. At birth, the young are around 20 millimeters long, which makes them vulnerable to predators like fish, crustaceans, and sea anemones. Only about 1 in 20 survive to become adults, but young sea dragons grow fast, reaching 20 centimeters after 1 year and reach their mature length at 2 years.